Right, good evening all. This is a after school club what's going on in the workshop video. As you can see, we're closed, so it's what's going on after hours. So there's a few bits I can run through with you. On last Saturday I was in the workshop altering bits and pieces on my build, which so after looking at assessing after the build that I'd done, there's a few things that I wasn't happy with and I wanted to change the design of, so just thought I'd run through with you what I've done there. So everything at a quick glance sort of looks the same, but one thing I did have on my build which I was never really happy with was just here I had an outlet to feed the turbo, and anyone that's with a keen eye or remembers anything on this build, the outlet sort of came out here and it went through the sort of fan belt area here, which it suited the purpose when it was done, but there was reasons why I wanted to change it. One, I didn't think it looked really that good. Secondly, if I ever broke a fan belt when I was driving, it would mean that I would also have to disconnect those AN fittings. And also likely it may have actually damaged the AM fittings and snapped it, so it was a bit of a poor design really, but it was a small thing, but I wanted to change it. I also cut down my radiator. Where is it? So my shield here between my radiator and my intercooler came out further, and what I discovered was I've been using the car, and in this hot weather, stationary, it doesn't overheat, but the temperature gauge did move a little bit, and to keep the temperature stable I had to put the heaters on in the inside. So what I'm hoping now is that removing that shield will allow more air to freely come through the rad, because it was restrictive because it sat so close above the fan, and I think it was just struggling to move air through it. What else did I do? A couple of other little bits. I shortened this pipe here because it was a little bit too high, and it was my coolant pipe here was just touching the intercooler piping, so there's more of, I can get my finger under there now, so there's more of a gap there. And I also, so when I also built this engine, as everyone knows, the Mk2 doesn't use hydraulic lifters. They're solid, and I had shim under buckets, and when I built the engine I measured the gaps twice, ordered the shims to come with it, and 3 of the valves had gaps in them which were a little bit out of their tolerance, so got new shims, redone that, so that was all good. And tonight I've just been checking it, make sure it's all right really. So yeah, that's it. So I'm quite pleased with how this is looking now. As you can see, I've given it a bit of a clean. It isn't actually that clean, but we're getting ready to sort of go to the MX5 National Rally, and I just want to get it all done for all that really. I think next year I'd like to get the exhaust manifold and the downpipe ceramic coated, but one step at a time. So that's what I've been doing. So let's go and see what the guys are up to. It's been a nice day today as well. Oh, there they are. How's it going?
I just made a god awful mess. Wasn't a lot of antifreeze in that.
Roy won't be happy about that.
Wow.
That is right. What he doesn't know doesn't hurt.
It'll be the first time I've his turn.
He's on holiday this week anyway. He's camping in the Isle of Wight. So he's probably had a nice week. So what have you been doing, Jim?
I've been...
What are you doing here?
Giving it a service.
I think you did a little segment, haven't you, on your Supra a long time ago, and I think you were in the process of doing a bit of a...
That's when I took a week on holiday, not holiday, came to work for a week.
Ah, okay, yeah. You were doing bits and pieces.
Yeah.
So what have you done tonight?
Giving it a service, oil change, coolant change, and I fixed my heater controls, which had very dry joints on them. I had dodgy heaters. It was nice trying to defrost the car this morning.
So you're going to have heaters at work now?
Yeah.
That's all good, isn't it?
And the bypass valve actually works as well.
How's it running now?
A lot better now. It's a lot more settled in. But until I can afford to buy myself a new ECU, I can't put the big injectors in it.
More power?
some nice big injectors, big fuel pumps and stuff to put in it, but need an ECU to run it. That's £1,000 worth.
Apart from that, it's all sort of done now, isn't it?
Oh, need to underseal it. The previous owner decided that jacking on the seals was a good idea.
Yeah, it's
a
all
bit of a
bent,
mess.
bent them up a bit there, isn't it?
Straightened up the other side.
Oh, on this side?
Yeah, straighten that all
There, you
up.
can see the difference, can't you? If you can see that at home. So, tinkering tonight.
Tinkering and preserving, yeah.
Cool. Cheers, Jim.
Hello. Going in for a place up there.
What are you doing, Ash? Show everyone at home what you're doing. So Ash is fitting these leather seats in his MX5.
It's not all going in my MX5.
What's that?
My MX5 already has leather seats.
Oh yeah. You want to talk to people about that? What you're doing?
Well, I was fitting the side skirts, and then I got bored.
But have you done anything on this before on After School Club?
Yeah.
If you were doing all your seals, weren't you?
I think in the previous video it was just as I was starting, and I was cutting lots and lots of holes.
So Ashlee has spent a long time underneath this, making sure he's got rid of all the rust. Excuse the subframes, he's got clean subframes to go in, haven't you?
Yeah.
But generally underneath, it's looking pretty clean, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm just, after many hours of completely rebuilding the seals, I'm just drilling some holes in there for some side skirts.
So what you're doing, you're fitting some...
Fitting the OEM, set of OEM side skirts in it.
Nice. You're nearly done.
I sort of got distracted.
This side's not done, is it?
No.
You can see all the work that Ashlee's done. When are you going to get it all painted?
Well, there's a slight paint job now.
Bet you're eager to get it on the road, aren't you? Just in time for the winter.
Yeah, that's just what I was thinking.
All that salt, moist,
Oh yeah.
sort of dampness to really test out your work.
Well, I mean, bought an orange car, so.
Are you going to daily this, or are you just going to leave it till like summer use or nice weather?
As much as I'd like to just use it in nice weather, I don't think I'd be able to use my daily driver that often. I just get too bored.
Why's that?
It's a bit slow. A bit boring.
What's your other car?
Okay.
Nothing wrong with that. It's quite a cool one.
But if I could insure it.
Oh, why didn't you talk about that actually?
What
So what did the insurance company say to you?
They said it's fine me having MX5s, it's fine me having a Subaru, but if I want to insure an Nissan Micra, that's
Yeah, but what did they say the reasons why they wouldn't?
They'll insure it if I modify it.
So they wouldn't insure you in its standard form?
Yeah, so many years ago when I had my first car, which was a Micra, and I struggled to get insurance because it was modified, it's now gone flip side that now I'm nearly 30 and I can't insure a standard Micra, I can only insure
And
a
what
modified
are you doing to it in order to get insurance on it? What are you changing?
changing the springs and putting some wheels on it.
And that meant he can get insurance. So his insurance company would insure him as long as he's changed the suspension and wheels.
Micra life.
So what are you doing with these seats then?
I'm modifying some bits off these old seats to go onto them, so then they all then fit in my T4,
Your van?
my van. Yeah.
How are you getting on with that? Is it going to work?
Yeah, I think it's gonna. It's just take it. I'm modifying.
Where's the bracket gone?
I'm just doing the modifying the seat belt clasp there.
So what are you doing to this?
I've just got to build it up a bit because that's a bit thin for my liking, so I'm going to modify that so it's a bit thicker.
What are you going to do?
Put some washers on.
So what, are you going to weld that in place?
Yep. And then on the other side.
Oh, okay. Make it a bit more
girth.
Yeah.
And then that will bolt straight up onto these BMW seats. And then I've just got to modify the base to take the seat runner.
Yeah. Cool. Alright.
So long.
So as anyone sort of seen in the recent videos, there's been a young guy here with a lot of hair, which isn't really a thing at the MX5 store.
Because of obviously your slight lack of.
Since you know now you've worked here, it's going to start falling out.
What is a disease though? Like, what's around the workshop kind of thing?
So what you're doing, this is Ollie's car. This is his Mk1 1.8, and he's very proud of it, as you can see by his stance there.
That is the owner's club.
So what are you doing?
I am preparing for a VVT swap.
A VVT swap.
Yes.
And so what you're going to do with it initially? So are you just putting the VVT engine in? Are you going to be modifying it, or are you just going to leave it stock for a while?
The idea for the first little bit is to kind of get the VVT in, run it NA for a little while, because at my age anyway, it's a bit of an issue with insurance.
Yep.
It can really bite you, especially for MX5s. They're like, insurance companies really like, what do they see? 21-year-old two-seat sports car.
Yeah, not happening, is it?
Yeah, nah.
So you're going to take this 1.8 out.
Yeah, which has actually got quite a funny story behind it. I wish I had the actual cam cover off to show it.
Yeah, well, you can talk about that another day. So you're going to drop the VVT in place here, and you've also, what else have you got to go with it?
So I've got basically the whole Mk2.5 drivetrain. To be honest, I've got the whole.
Well, you got 6-speed, haven't you?
Yeah, I've got the and the Fuji.
Yeah.
The 3.6 diff, which came on the Mk2.5.
Yeah.
I think. Which is 3.6 ratio. Which with the 6-speed goes really well, because obviously cruising gear.
What about clutch?
Clutch, I'm just going to be putting a fresh clutch in for the moment. It does need some work, because I do have a bit of an issue with my clutch. It seems to kind of every so often when the engine gets hot or so, or when I've only been obviously driving to stop
in this one,
speed limits, you know.
In this one?
Yes, so currently when the engine gets hot, it seems to stick. I think it's a slave cylinder, so something's sticking, and then I get a load of clutch slip.
Well, when you take it all out, you'll be able to see what's going on.
I'll be able to see the mess that's down there.
So Ollie is hoping, I think, to get this out tonight. And when's your VVT engine coming?
It's arriving either tomorrow or Saturday. So
and then you're going to stay Saturday, aren't you, with Ashlee, and then get it put in.
Yeah, exactly. And
so what are you using to run it? Like the brains?
The brains of the car going to be the classic ME2C1.
Why not?
I'm going to go turbo at some point anyway, because
is that when you hit 30 years of age and you can afford the insurance?
Finally afford it. Modified car insurance with everything. Like,
you need to speak to Ashlee's insurance company. They'll insure you in a second.
Who's he with?
I don't know, but they told him to modify his micro before they'd insure him, so maybe that'll apply with the MX5.
Yeah, but do you reckon they put the micro under the same bracket?
I don't think that will be the same, no.
No. So the other thing as well that we're doing is, because I wanted it to be a little bit cleaner, we're going straight in with the whole VVT loom rather than splicing it into the 1.8.
Yeah, so you'll be cutting a hole in your bulkhead, and I mean you can do it with the old loom, but
yeah, you can splice into kind of like a retrofit kind of thing, can't you?
Yeah.
So got this all labelled up.
Yeah.
Used Ashlee's car for reference. So
cool.
I'll start there marking it all up.
All right. Well, we'll do another video maybe, or Ashlee might do a video at the weekend with Ollie's new engine in. Maybe. All right. Cool. Cheers, Ollie. Well, that's it in terms of what's going on in the after hours workshop. So, hope you enjoyed the video. Stay tuned and see you on the next MX5 Key Restorer update. Bye bye.